candle, and I'm going to readjust back down here. My kitchen's not really very aesthetic today, you guys. Okay. This is my second candle from Brooklyn Candle Studio, and they are a US based, they're obviously based in Brooklyn, New York, a hand pouring studio. So they do everything at their studio in Brooklyn, New York. And the base notes, the notes for this candle, you can see I've already burned about half of it, are mandarin as the top note, lavender is the center note, and then jasmine blossoms is the base note. So really nice. It's definitely not too citrusy. I think that the jasmine and lavender really blends together really nicely. And they describe this as smelling like someone just picked you a fresh bouquet of wildflowers, which I really like. It does have about a 50-hour burn time, which for a 7.5 ounce candle, that's pretty normal. Typically, these are $28. You can get it on the live stream today for $23.80. I also have a neroli candle from Brooklyn Candle Studio. And I'm a really big fan of their candles. Their whole vibe is to create luxury minimalism that's affordable and accessible in terms of candle scents. And their scents are inspired by travel and the environment, which is really cool. So the neroli one I have is really nice. It comes in like a black container. I love the little gold top lid on here. They also mentioned that makes this travel friendly, which I didn't even think about. I don't honestly usually travel with candles, but I think I might now because I think it might be nice to have like a little touch of the scents I like to have at home. So this is awesome. In terms of environmental friendliness, this is 100% soy wax, and the cotton wicks are lead free. When it comes to the wicks of your candles, there are certain ways, like there actually is a right and a wrong way to burn a candle, which I didn't realize for like the longest time. So what you're supposed to do is trim the candle wick to about 1/4 of an inch. And the first time you burn it, you want to burn it for 3 to 4 hours to ensure that the entire surface of the candle is melted. Otherwise, if you don't do that, it will lead to tunneling with your candle, which is basically when there's like a massive hole in the middle of the candle and it like burns to the bottom, but the entire candle doesn't burn. So that's the best way to get the most out of all of your candles. Trim the wick to 1/4 of an inch. When you burn it the first time, make sure the entire surface of the candle is melted. It takes about 3 to 4 hours, and that's going to be your best option. I actually saw a TikTok recently that was like me waiting for my candle to burn so I can go buy groceries, and it's like so accurate. That's exactly me as well too, because I don't want my candles to tunnel. Their candles, like I mentioned, the soy is vegan and cruelty-free. It's also phthalate and petroleum-free, and I didn't know this until I looked it up recently, that phthalates are chemicals that make plastic more durable, and they have been known to be dangerous to humans. I'm not exactly sure on like the full details on that. I'm not a scientist, but that's a reason you kind of want to avoid phthalates. So this is awesome. Last thing is the 2-foot rule, which no one ever told me with candles, but like you got to kind of assume it, right? Whenever you light a candle, you want to put it on a heat-resistant surface, obviously, but they have this thing called the 2-foot rule, where you want to keep that burning candle and that open flame away from anything that it could possibly get catch on fire. 2 feet. So candles, drapes, pets, kids, children, other people. That's going to be your goal with this guy. Give it another smell. I've been keeping this one in my bathroom. Smells absolutely phenomenal. Okay. The next product I'm going to show you guys is, and I actually think I've